Checked.
Oh, I can't understand. Why?
Crazy Party. Ops 20. Crazy Party Beta 78.
That's why. There we go. Well, some of you that will be very familiar to some of you. Of course, it's CrazyParty. I was inspired to do a bit of a recording of this because of a friend who was playing with me before, but then I had to go because I had the vacuum cleaner turned on going by one of my cleaners, well, my cleaner, and it got distracting. But I thought, well, you know, if we do one of those again, I'll try and explain what CrazyParty is to those who don't know, and then CrazyParty is a lot of things. CrazyParty is the game that got me back into the games because I used to be really into these games, and then I got a full-time job, and ever since then I sort of, well, I was too busy really to play with these games. But I was talking to a former friend, and she said, oh, you should play CrazyParty, and so I sort of like, oh yeah, whatever, for a while, and then I'm like, okay, let's see what this CrazyParty is about, and I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. And then, you know, Surprise the Wild came on, and I heard about Surprise the Wild, and that kind of took over. But I still love this game, and I still think it's one of the best games ever created. I don't know where to start with CrazyParty. I will of course link the webpage to the description. But yeah, it's a whole lot of games in one. It's very based on arcadey type games that we normally can't play. But it's been designed especially for us to play from a blind person. I believe the developer is blind himself. He's French, I believe. But yeah, no, not that matters. I'm just saying that it's really good, really well translated, and yeah, it's just amazing. So, and I think there might have been other helpers to translate. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's a great game. It's what it basically essentially is. It's based around worlds. There's a whole lot of different worlds, and you can you go into these different worlds and play games throughout the world along paths. The worlds always all have like one thing in common, like a theme. But also, so you can play them in worlds, you can play mini games as a party. You can actually launch a party to play on your own or online with other people. You can also play these mini games within board games, which is just like a virtual board. And if you land on certain squares, you have to play a mini game which is randomly selected. If you land on other particular certain squares, you get 3 coins added to your bank. If you add on others, you get 3 coins subtracted from your bank. If you actually land on certain other squares, you get it's a bank, so you get rewarded. You get a choice to take 10 coins or to take like a jackpot for next time. I think that's how it works. And if you're passing that bank square, you have to deposit 5 coins into your bank. So anyway, there's also the other aspect of this game is battle, where you battle with either online opponents or bots by playing cards. There's a whole lot of different like themes based around like the cards. I'm not very good at that. Anyway, yeah, there's also another type of game called a micro game. Basically, you can play a micro game if, for example, the host of a party decides, that could be you or someone else, decides to add a joker to play with the game with a joker, meaning if you get a mini game that you don't want to play, you're not confident with or whatever, you can hold J down and a micro game will appear randomly again. And the micro games are sort of a bit of a mixture of a few different mini games put together. I don't think I've forgotten to tell you anything. Sorry if I'm breathing in the microphone. I don't monitor my streams because well, not that this is a stream, but because I find it confusing when I monitor my recording. So yeah, but I think overall my recordings seem to be getting a bit better. Anyway, so let's just go down the list. I've already started this doing a take 1 of this, and there's this one particular game in the first world that I'm not good at. Everyone else finds it relaxing. I find it really hard. Maybe because I've got slight cerebral palsy, and you know, my hand just doesn't work in that game. But they reckon that you don't have to press the cursors fast. I find that you do, otherwise I don't get points at all. Let's try and remember everything here. So if you are playing this game for the first time, you will only have access to playing the different worlds. The highest score you can earn in the mini games is 20 points. The lowest is minus 20 points. I really honestly think that the scoring is really strict in this game. Obviously the games that are good, like that you like the games I like, I find it's no problem, but the games I don't like, it's really tough to get a high score, I think. There are always going to be games people like and people don't like. There's like almost maybe there is 200 mini games, and there are more being added with each version. Well, it's still in beta, but it's been in beta, like this is 78. We're 78 betas in. I came only when it was 77, beta 77. I don't know if this guy's gonna release in charge for it. I just think he should. I think it's top quality. Anyway, yeah, so and what you'll find with me as we go through, I've actually done a thing I wish I didn't do. The way that the game gets saved is through a file called save.bin. I don't know, I'm not very technical, but that's all I know. And I actually replaced that save.bin file with one that someone has obviously used and cheated with. So I don't know, they've got cheat codes from somewhere, and they've unlocked 95% of the games. Now I'll tell you that before this I had unlocked all the worlds. Now that's true, I had unlocked all the worlds. I hadn't unlocked all the mini games though, and definitely the micro games. I'm hopeless at micro games. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. So you will see later on that I've got lots of gems. I've got like thousands of gems, which of course no one could get, I guess, if unless they cheated. I stupidly didn't save my particular save.bin file, which means I can't go back to where I was, which is a bit silly because sometimes there's an intellectual world, and that's a lot of maths, which I'm pretty bad at. So I do wish that I kept that save.bin file of mine, and then I could have just used it. I didn't even think of it at the time. Just get into the controls here. Okay, so we are going to go down and explore the game. The menu. So here's Play the Adventure, where you go in, play all the different individual worlds.
Face the battle arenas.
There's Face the Battle Arenas, which is what I was describing before. You play it's a same sort of like format of a world, but in different categories or different themed battles, I guess you could say.
Play the Battle Quest.
Play the Battle Quest is sort of like in between the adventure, the mini games and the battle cards, depending on, I don't know, if an enemy catches you, you'll be forced to play a battle. I'm not really into the battles much, as I say.
Play a board game.
Play a board game. So yeah, the board game is what I described before.
Reward room.
And by the way, sorry, you have to unlock the board games. You don't get them when you very first start. You have to, and I had unlocked all the board games too, all the different boards, I should say, before I got that file. So you have to unlock, by getting a certain amount of points and going to a certain amount of levels. That's when you can unlock. You get gems, and that's how you can unlock the boards and a few other things.
Play a board game. Reward room. Use the rewards room.
Rewards room is a bit of it's got a few things in it. It will tell you how many gems you've got, which, as I say, in my case, I've got way too many. Saying that, I have actually managed to get hundreds of my own before, so I've been able to actually unlock different things in the game on my own. And it's also, we'll go back and look at all these individually anyway.
View statistics.
View statistics, which are going to be not the right ones for me, because the save.bin file had been replaced, my one. So
manage your decks.
That's to do with the battle games. You can manage different card decks and, I don't know, easily retrieve them.
Online play.
Online play, that's when you can connect to online servers and play with different people.
Options.
And then options, of course.
Read the built-in game help.
Read the built-in game help, which at this stage seems to be pretty much what your keyboard, the shortcut keys are.
Exit.
And then exit.
Play the adventure.
So play the adventure. I'll go down. Well, actually, I'm going to leave that till last, because then we can go and start playing.
Face the battle arenas.
Face the battle arenas. Not going to go there. That's that will lead you into a world where you can play different worlds, like different themed battles.
Play the battle quest.
Not going to go there either.
Play a board game.
Play a board game. So if I enter in that,
select the board you want to play. Select the board you want to play.
There
The Quiet Woods, 50
is
squares. If you want the Quiet Woods, 50
the
squares.
Quiet Woods. So that's just got 50 squares. It's got a bank on square 41. And when you get with all the boards, when you get to, if you land on the very first square or very last square, you get extra coins.
The deep water, 70 squares.
Then there's the deep water, which consists of all the water games. All the water games, and when you're playing it, it sounds like you're moving underwater. It's actually, the sound effects are just, the sounds and the music is just second to none in this game. It's amazing.
The Mystic Cave, 81 squares.
The Mystic Cave plays all the cave games, not just the cave games, but there's a whole set of games that you will find in this board that you might not find in the other boards.
The Mischievous Castle, 90
The
squares.
Mischievous Castle. Now that's the hardest board to get. I forget how many gems you need. I think it might be 500 or something. I might be wrong. But that's got 90 squares. No, is it 90? Yes. And so, yeah, and then you get rewarded. Once you get past square 45, it between 45 and 55, like if you land on any square of between them, you actually get rewarded with different things, whether they're gems or whether they're, what's the other one? You can get these other objects. So it means if you land on the square, it will, instead of just getting 5 coins, you will get, have, it multiplied by 2, so you get 10 coins. Oh, what's that called? I'm having a mental blank. Yeah, anyway.
The Quiet Woods, 50 squares.
And then it goes around. So
Main menu. Main menu.
that's
Play
the
adventure.
board game.
Play aboard rewards room. View statistics. Rewards room.
Rewards room.
Rewards room. You currently have 9950. Make your choice. Make
Yes,
your
and
choice.
that's wrong. I don't quite have 9,950 gems.
Launch a solo minigame party. 8 gems. Play one unlocked minigame. 1
So
gem.
you can play one unlocked minigame. You can play... I love this music, by the way. Anyway, so you can play one unlocked minigame. You can either choose from the games in the worlds, or you can choose just randomly from all the games you've pretty much unlocked, which apparently in this cheats file it's 95% of them.
Launch a solo minigame party. 8 gems.
Launch a solo minigame party, so that means that obviously you can launch it and just play on your own instead of with other people. When I say you're playing it with other people, you can't actually play against them, but you're playing alongside them for points and gems. So yeah.
Play random minigames world. 2 gems.
Play random minigames world. That's when you open this up, and instead of a themed world, you'll just get games from any world in it, but it will be like a path that you walk through. Like I'm going to show you when we do this first world.
Try to unlock minigames. 20 gems.
Try to unlock
Play random. Try to
minigames,
unlock minigames. 20 gems.
which is one of the things you have to unlock with 20 gems.
Launch a training battle party. 2 gems.
Launch a training battle party. I think that's pretty much obviously the same as launching a party, but you're doing a battle party.
Play a team battle. 6 gems.
Play a team battle.
View the bot gallery.
View the bot gallery, so there's different bots that has been unlocked. That you have to unlock that, and you have to get a lot of gems to unlock that.
Watch a battle replay.
Watch a battle replay. So apparently I guess you can look at a battle that you've done or something.
Play a micro game. 4 gems.
Play a micro game. That's one of those micro games that I told you about that I'm not too good at.
Launch a solo micro game party. 1 gem.
Launch a solo micro game party.
Play one unlocked minigame. 1 gem.
And then we're back around again. So
Main menu. Play the adventure.
I just press escape. So we'll go
Play the adventure.
up to the adventure. And that's when it's gonna. And oh, by the way, and also obviously when you start to play, you'll only have the first world unlocked, which is the valley.
Play the adventure. World.
So
Select the world you want to play. The valley. 11 victories. 3 defeats. 100,718,009.
of course, now that I've unlocked all the games, I've got the valley,
The castle. 10 victories. 0 defeats.
Castle,
126. The forest. 5 victories. 1 defeat. The underground. 4 victories. 0
underground,
defeats. 5 victories. 3 defeats.
beach,
30 points. The factory. 4 victories. Defeats.
factory,
5 victories. The factory. The circus. 8 victories. 4
circus,
defeats. The 8 victories. 1 defeat. The
heights,
volcano. 4 victories. 10 defeats. The
volcano,
intellectual. 1 victories. 9 defeats. 8
intellectual.
points. 2
That's the math game. And of course, I never ever defeated that world, but this particular person who used this, created this save.bin file, obviously was able to, unlock it.
The darkness. 1 victories. 0 defeats. 1 the desert. 2 victories. 4
Desert,
defeats. The ice. 5 victories. 1 the city. 4 victories. 0
city,
the plain. 1 victories. 6 defeats. The space. 1 victories. 0 defeats. The clear room. 1 victories. 3 defeats. The
playroom,
light. 1 victories. 14 defeats.
light.
1,000 the valley. 11 victories. 3
And
defeats.
go back to the
100,700,000.
valley. So I'm not going to guarantee that this YouTube will ever see me play some of these worlds or these games, just because, as I say, I did unlock all the worlds myself, but some of them just weren't easy. And I think, I sometimes think, in order to not have, this cheat sort of file in my game. I might one day restart all over again. But you know, obviously I've also worked really, really hard on my own as well. So it's a bit of a, you know, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Anyway, I know I've gabbled a lot,
The castle,
and
10
you
victories.
want to get into this. I understand.
The valley, 11 victories.
But this game, there's a lot to this game, a heck of a lot, and it's all well deserved of an explanation because it's just top quality game, top quality. I love this just as much as Survive the Wild, but of course in a very different way. I've wanted to get onto the developer to tell him what an amazing, awesome job he's done. And it's free at the moment to boot, so that's just amazing. Anyway.
The castle, the valley, 11.
We're going to try, because like I said, I've already tried this before, and I didn't get very far with that sailing across the lake game, but we'll get to that anyway.
The valley, 11. Enable the hardcore mode. No.
The hardcore mode is also something you can unlock, which I did unlock on my own. I wish I didn't go to select that in the rewards room though to unlock it, because I don't think I ever play it. Hardcore mode has to do with, I think it mixes the gameplay around. Sometimes you're playing it back to front and different things like that, which I'm definitely not wanting to try, if ever. So, you know, never say never, I know, but anyway, here we go.
Yes. No.
No.
No. Get ready. The party is about to start. You'll be receiving 10 coins and we'll be ready to go.
So yeah, I received 10 coins. And I'm sorry, I won't slow my speech down for this because I need the speech sometimes. You know, a lot, you know, it's a lot more important because each mini game is 60 seconds. Well, I think it's 60 seconds. I don't know if some games are longer. I don't know. I think all of them might be 60 seconds. Like I say, I could be wrong on that note. Anyway, so we're in like a world, but at the moment, we've only got access to walk to the east.
Protect the duck.
And protect the duck is the first one. Now I press enter, and what it basically is, when you press enter, it will give you a description of how to play the game, which is always really handy because, you know, you're going to forget. And if you've got sounds to view, it's always the number keys. So anyway, here we go. So basically with this game, we have to protect it, hold an umbrella up and press our left and right arrow keys so our duck's always centered. Anyway, I can get mixed scores with this, but we'll start.
Gosh, it's raining cats and dogs. A poor little duck decided to go out. Being empathic by your own human nature, you decided to follow the duck with your umbrella in order to protect it from the rain. Your goal is therefore to stay near the duck so that rain doesn't fall over it. This game is played as a side scroller. Press the numbers in order to hear the relevant sounds and what they mean, then press enter when you're ready.
Okay.
It is of course the duck you have to cover by your umbrella. When it is too far from the umbrella, you'll hear it, but with a slightly higher pitch.
Oh, yeah, so it says when it's far away, you'll hear it with a slightly higher pitch. So here we go.
Your score 17 points.
Wow, that's a pretty good score for me.
Ops 29.1.3 profile. Untitled scenes. Untitled window.
Phone
Controls window.
call.
Pause recording checkbox not checked.
So,
Not checked.
okay, so now I've finished with that phone call.
CrazyParty beta 70. Protect the duck.
We've done that. Protect the duck. So that's a lower
Protect the duck.
pitch because we've done that.
Protect the duck.
Go east, and that's a higher
Catch the duck.
pitch.
Catch the duck.
Catch the duck, meaning we haven't done this game. So yeah. That's how you sort of can tell as well. But I'll also,
Protect the duck.
you can't enter on this, so I mean if you enter on this nothing happens, so you can't play it again. Because I got
27 coins.
like what 17 points, which is quite amazing. But for that game for me anyway. But if I got less than 10 coins, if I was playing this for the first time, it wouldn't unlock. If I get 10 points or more, 10 coins or more, or 10 points or more playing the game, it will unlock basically, so you can play it in any time you want to play it, providing you've got gems to do so. But yeah, if you get less than 10 points, you know, it will let you go through the world, like past that game into, you know, the rest of the world, but it won't unlock the game for future. You have to try again. So yeah, and if you get obviously below 0, you'll have to play that game again. And if you end up getting like minus points in the rest of the games and you end up getting 0 again, well, that world is over, so for you. So anyway, let's go east and try this game. I don't like this game. Protect the catch the duck. So basically there's a whole lot of ducks in a field, and there's a foreign duck who you need to catch, and of course you can listen to the sound of the duck, but it's sometimes hard to catch him. So let's see how we go.
Here's a friendly group of ducks having fun in the meadow. However, there's an intruder. It's an ugly duckling that has nothing to do here. Go to find it and catch it with the FP as fast as you can. This game is played from above. Press the numbers in order to hear the relevant sounds and what they mean. Then press the intruder duck.
The intruder duck.
The intruder duck.
Let's go. Not gonna happen. Oh. Can't find him. Where is it? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, here he is. I heard him. I heard him briefly. Easy! Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, finally.
-8 points.
Oh, no. I didn't do it. I'm going to pause this.
You lost 8 coins.
Until
You now have 19 coins.
Okay, I'm going to pause it and do this again.
Ops 29.1.3. Not checked.
Okay, so we did that.
CrazyParty beta 70.
We
The moon has
got
an opening to the east. 29 coins.
29 coins now. So yes, we made up for that.
The duck snapshot.
The duck snapshot. This is not bad, but I just have to make sure. So what you have to do, there's a whole lot of ducks. You have to time it, or not time it, but listen carefully. Make sure you've got as many ducks in the photo, and then you press F to shoot the photo. There's two kinds of keys you can use on this game. You can use F for the main to the control one. What am I trying to say? You use the F key, but you can also change it to the Enter key. So, yeah, you can do that in the in the options menu.
You're going to take a picture of a friendly group of ducks.
There we go.
Let's now count the number of present ducks on your photo.
A long time, which I don't usually do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The counting has ended. There are 13 present ducks on your photo. Your score is 6 points.
Oh, 6 points. Not the best, but still.
You won 6 points. You now have 35 coins. A new path is opening to the east.
Now, this is a game that I hate in this world. Everyone loves it, but I don't, because I don't know, maybe it's my CP. Who knows? Well, it's only slight CP, but still
Sailing across the lake.
means that some people find things easy and I don't. So let's see.
Here's a very quiet and peaceful lake. Aboard a boat. Your goal is to paddle and enjoy your trip. To proceed, you need to press the left and right arrow keys at a reasonable pace. Press enter when you're ready.
So yeah, basically we're just sailing across the lake. It says reasonable pace, so one would think that's quite fast that you press it, and others people say no, you don't have to press it that fast. That's relaxing. Anyway, we'll see if with my 2 hands we can actually get some positive points.
Your score is minus 18 points.
Oh, you're kidding.
Option
Okay,
Ops
I'm gonna
79.113
pause this
profile.
game,
Untitled team. Untitled window. Control
So-
window. Pause recording checkbox not checked.
Yeah, sometimes it works, other times it doesn't, but let's pause it.
Not checked.
Yes, we got there in the end. We might have only got... How many points do we get?
Scenes window. List. Scene.
Oh, whoops. I'm on
CrazyParty beta 78.
window.
CrazyParty. 43 coins.
43 coins.
Sailing across the lake.
That's pretty good. So now we're on the east to west. No, north to south axis,
Sailing across the lake.
because that's where sailing across the lake is.
Sailing across the lake.
Sometimes these games branch out, but I think that's like sometimes there's different paths at different like places, but I don't think we've got that. So we're going because we didn't get very high points in that game, but actually I don't even know how much.
Sailing across the lake.
How much? Oh, I can't talk.
Sailing across the lake. Sailing across the lake. Sailing across 43 coins. A new path is opening to the north. You now have 43 coins. You won 6 coins.
I'm on. Okay, so yeah, because I wasn't very high, I don't think I've got the path that should open up. But we do have another path when we go north from the sailing across the lake. We go east,
Count the sheep.
and we've got count the sheep. So this is an interesting game. So we basically have to go from south to north, and just in a straight line. And every sheep we hear, we have to press F to count it. So, yes, this is a relatively easy one.
Holding your hand counter, your goal is to count the sheep running between here and there. Cross the meadow from south to north, and press F to increment your counter or R to decrement it. The more you are accurate at the end of the game, the more points you get. This game is played from above. Press enter when you're ready.
Okay, and that's what I should explain too. So obviously you've probably noticed it says this game's playing from above and this game's a side scroller. So the side scroller is self-explanatory. You can only go left or right. With above, you can play. Basically, it's a two-dimensional. You can go left, right, up and down. Like I mean, as in north, south, east, and west. So I've got my finger on the up arrow key.
1,
And I'm counting.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
I might be wrong.
16, 17,
I'll do one for good measure, one
18.
more, just in case.
5 seconds,
5 seconds.
you counted 18 sheep, and their correct number was 22. Your score is 12 points.
Are you kidding? That is the worst score I've got on this game. Wow. It's probably
You want
because I was
12
talking. I shouldn't talk.
You now have 55 points.
In
You have
some
to
of
go
these I can't talk because I just don't obviously do well. So, anyway, what are we doing now?
Count the sheep.
So this count the sheep going to my east. I get
Take the cows back.
take the cows back. Oh, this is an interesting game which I'm not bad at, but I've never really got, you know, the top scores on this game either. Basically, you have to take a cow back to their pasture, cows back to their pasture, which is on the northwest. So you have to like gather all the cows together, like, you know, sheepdog, but I'm getting a cow dog or cow human. And I'm whistling at them by pressing F, and they have to follow me back to the pasture. So let's see how I will go now. This I'm trying to remember. Do I go up first or do I go right? No, I think I'll just do the best I
Task new
can.
window. Running apps list.
Whoops.
CrazyParty data 78105.
Oh, didn't mean that.
Some cows peacefully cross a meadow, but it's now time to take them back to their cow shed. Too easy, because when you whistle using the F key, the nearby cows will peacefully and obediently come towards you. Therefore, you just need to approach a herd of them and to take it step by step to the cow shed at the southwest. This game is played from above. Press the numbers in order to hear
Sorry,
south.
my bad. Southwest. I knew that. Yeah, I keep getting my north and south confused. But yeah, southwest down the bottom left. Take these back first. Up here. I don't usually do it like this order. I usually grab as many as I can and then take them back. Going pressing down on our key, going left now to the pasture. It's in That was silly of me. I thought it was down.
18 points.
Oh! I've got high points for this one. This is usually not like me. but I think there's some stragglers which I probably won't get to.
18 seconds.
Because, well, we've got 18 seconds. We press T to check the time. Oh! No, I can't have all of them. Oh, this is one. This is one, yeah. I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Oh well, 18 points is pretty
Your
good.
score is 18 points.
I mean, I'm not bad at this game, but
You won
I've
18
never
points.
been that good either. I
now
think
have
I got
73
high
points.
score
The new
once
adds open
before. What did it say? It's opening to my south? Hang on.
You now have 43 points. A new path is opening to the north. 43 points. Sailing across the lake. Sailing across count the sheep. Holding your hand. This game is played. Press enter when you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Sorry,
A new path is opening to the south.
okay, to the south. So the south is... Oh no. Yes.
Count the sheep.
Count the sheep.
Take the cows back.
Oh,
Take the cows back.
take the cows back. It says south.
End.
Oh!
Up.
Oh, no, I haven't explained this to you. So in these worlds, sometimes you... Yeah, well, if you get good points on a game... So I technically probably could have got a lot more points. I know all of those games, obviously. But if you get good points on a game, you have to find... You get a box. And if you open it, you could get... There's 3 little things that beep. If you go... You know, and they're all random, so... Whichever one you press, you've got a chance of getting more points. A gem, a crystal. That's what I was thinking of. So when you're playing the board games, and if you collect a crystal, that means the next time you land on a the next time you land on a square and you get 3 coins, by default it multiplies it by 2, so you get 6 coins instead of 3. That's what it's called, the crystal. Okay, so let's see what we get in this box. Just enter on it. And I forget if we press F. I think we do. Oh no! I forgot what to do on these. Oh, there we go. We opened one eventually.
You get the object gem X1 for a total of 99.54.
Oh yes, because I've got not many gems.
You can
Right.
or lose any coins. You now have 73 coins.
So yeah, basically, I haven't opened those boxes in a while, and the music was getting to the end, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to. Sorry, I clipped there. I'm not going to be able to get to open the box in time. So we missed out on the bonus game because we didn't get high scores in a lot of them. There's a bonus game here called Protect the Duck, and basically you have to walk along with the duck, and there's bonus items around, and the idea is not to stray too far away from the duck, but you can collect bonus items. But anyway, we didn't get that, but you know, I'm sure you have plenty of times to. We'll play plenty of bonus games. So now,
End the castle.
if I end on here,
End the castle.
it says end the castle. So that means if I didn't have all the worlds unlocked, if I press this, this would unlock the castle world, which is the second world. So I'm going to press end,
73 points.
and no, I'm not going to get fireworks, but if I get over 100 points, I get fireworks.
Level complete. The party is ending. It is now time to calculate the scores. Your performance allows you to add 73 coins to your money box. Your money box has now minus 1,600,000. Main menu. Play the adventure.
Yes. Yes, I know. That's pretty bad, isn't it? It would actually say my point I have. Oh, I forget how many points I had before, but yeah, no, it sucks. But anyway, that is an introduction to CrazyParty and how to play the first world, which is the Valley. So yeah, on some worlds, and I'm not sure if it's that world that I could have unlocked another world if I'd gotten another path open up, if I'd been better on some of the games. But anyway, we're going to play, we're going to end it there, and next time we play, I will show you the castle world. Or at least I'll do what I can to show you the castle world. Meaning that I might not get to every single game on the castle, depending on how good I perform at the games. But I do hope that you have enjoyed an introduction to CrazyParty. And thank you to my new friend for inspiring me to do this, because I was like, how am I going to start to do CrazyParty? How am I going to do justice to this game? And I don't think I'll do justice to this game, because there's so much to it and so much cool stuff that I just don't literally get the points yet on some games. But trust me, it's the best game one of the best top games you can download. So with that, I'll say goodbye until next time.
Op 29 point op 29. Sources window, list, scenes window, list, sources list, audio mix and configurable controls with start streaming, stop recording, checkbox checked.